What's up everybody, it's Critical. I came across a video titled Reverse Heckling Activism #1. It's about a very upset man who goes to an open mic comedy club and heckles the audience and promotes justice, and he advocates for some very important things such as pins that never run out of ink, or fucking shoes that can fit any size feet. And overall, he just gives an inspiring and eye-opening performance that I just wanted to watch with all of you.
No, I will not shake your hand! I refuse to be complicit in this charade! Sorry, not funny! Sorry, not funny! Sorry, not funny! Sorry, not funny! Your hate is a reflection of yourself! Your hate is a reflection of yourself!
Yes, the whole performance is delivered in a fucking military cadence. Also, the lighting and the background of the stage is doing his hair a huge favor, because at first glance it looks like he has a shaved head or some short hair which matches the man's facial features, but as he continues and gets more animated, you'll see some pubic hair bobbing into view and then popping right back out. So I don't really know what he has going on up there. I imagine it's similar to the Weeknd's glove hairstyle, but I'm not entirely sure.
Insults are violence! Insults are violence! And the cultural mechanism of desensitization! And the cultural mechanism of desensitization!
This man sounds like a rejected voice actor for the soldier in Team Fortress 2. Also, you'll notice that he repeats some of his hardest hitting points multiple times just in case the crowd didn't catch it the first time he screamed it at them, just in case they're deaf or hard of hearing. He's covering all of his bases. He also has some shit scribbled in crayon on the back of those papers he's holding on stage. I don't know what the fuck it says. It's probably just some quotes from the Kama Sutra there, just some other irrelevant nonsense.
And the sadistic perpetuation of the anything goes mentality! And the sadistic perpetuation of the anything goes mentality! Labeling an insult a joke is merely a cover for allowing discrimination and insensitivity to persist and go unnoticed!
In all honesty, this man serves as the best example for what's wrong with today's mentality in society, where people will go out of their way to find things that offend them, and then instead of just walking away from it or avoiding what offended them, they'll make it their fucking mission to restrict it or make people feel bad about it because they didn't like it because it offended them. No one's allowed to like it. I just can't fucking stand that mentality. Everyone is so easily offended and will do anything to avoid feeling offended. And you know what? It's not even that bad of a thing. If you're easily offended, just avoid what's offending you. Don't shame people that enjoy whatever offended you. They're not bad people for liking that. For example, this guy's offended by stand-up comedy. Bitch, no one's making you go to a stand-up comedy club. Just don't go. It's not like if you're applying to AOL or wherever else your goofy ass is going to apply to, they're not going to be like, oh, well, you see, Rutherford, I've seen you haven't gone to a stand-up comedy club. I'm going to need you to go check one out. Otherwise, you just can't work here. No, you can avoid that. You can actively make steps to avoid being offended at a stand-up comedy club. And the people that do enjoy going to the stand-up comedy club aren't hurting anyone by liking that and going to that.
We have deluded ourselves to the point where many actually believe that
I yell because my points are shitty, but yelling makes them seem more powerful.
joking about horrible occurrences of death and suffering or associating someone with these is funny. This is absurd and it is damaging. It is the epitome of perversity. But it's what I come to expect to find in these notorious havens for the pervasive, damaging, anything goes mentality. A conclave of mudslingers, a gathering of fools. Sorry, not funny. Sorry, not funny. Sorry, not funny. Sorry, not funny.
This man's just like a cartoon character. It's like something right out of SpongeBob. I don't like the Krusty Krab. There wasn't enough crab crustiness on my patty. Ooh, actually, or even more dank SpongeBob freshness. He's like the chocolate guy, you know, the chocolate. That dude.
Your hate is a reflection of yourself. Your hate is a reflection of yourself. Insults are violence. Insults are violence.
Oh yeah, buddy, you're a real fucking hero for not getting off the stage when the host politely asks you to stop ruining everyone's night. You're a real martyr, a real champion of sunlight.
The majority of you look for approval by using words that cut. Some of you, I'm sure, even label your material as purposely offensive. A narcissistic gloating exercise arising out of your irreverent callousness. Unacceptable material has become the norm. The sickness has taken over to the point where aspiring comedians think they must do this sort of thing in order to succeed.
I think what blows the most anus about this video is that it's not just one of him. He has a friend filming this clearly, so that means that his friend feels the same way he does about this thing. He's like, yeah, bro, I'll film that. I think you got the right idea here. Don't worry. I'm gonna be filming this shit real hard. We're gonna make a real turbo titty touchdown in converting people to our way of thinking.
Of yourself, insults are violence. Insults are violence. I will leave now. I've made my point. As a reverse heckling activist, I choose to wait until I have the floor to show you respect on my part, which is not required. What I ask is that you consider what you've heard, understand the effects your words can have on others. Unacceptable material must be heckled. Do not allow insensitivity to go unchallenged. End this masquerade.
I skipped about 3 minutes of him just repeating the same bullshit over and over. So he picks up his Capri Sun with the lime and walks out, and then he gets a few pity claps, because it'd be even more uncomfortable if nobody clapped. It'd be like if, for your school talent show, the kid who's been struggling with a heroin addiction, who also just lost his family in a really bad fire, or perhaps maybe his family got killed by a really offensive stand-up comedy joke. He goes on stage for the school talent show and he starts jerking off, and everyone's uncomfortable clearly, but you're gonna clap for the guy when he finishes and shoots his cum into the crowd because you feel bad for the person, and if you don't clap, it creates an even more uncomfortable situation. Now, you'd think the video would be over there since he left the stage, but it goes on for like another 6 minutes, and it's just a black screen with some white fuzz trickling in, with this guy reflecting on how good of a job he did and also acknowledging that the host treated him poorly. And it's just so fucking eerie. Just listen to this.
What was suggested about my intentions was so unbelievably absurd, it probably shouldn't even be acknowledged. This gracious host found it appropriate to speak of me in this way, despite the fact that I am probably the only person to ever step foot in there and advocate for justice and equality, to rightfully call them out for what they are engaged in.
I stopped it there because I didn't really want to be bored and listen to this eerie shit for much longer. It sounds like he just shoved a walkie-talkie up his asshole and then begun recording this. It sounds like something in like a Bourne movie where Jason Bourne's like confessing all of the government's secrets. This is like the tapes you would find after a serial killer had just been captured and you just found this in his fucking home. This shit is disturbing. It's 2016. Why does it sound like I'm listening to something from 1912? I don't know why he couldn't record this in decent quality. Did he fish through a dumpster to find a ham radio and do this? Did he use the mic that the old GameCube controllers used to come with where he could talk to the games like in Mario Party? Makes no fucking sense to me. But anyway, that's the end of the video. That's it. See ya.